There we go. Because Viv's not here, and so we haven't got the director waving at me saying I haven't got the recording going. Okay, good. Have you just been watching James Martin, ladies? I hope you realise all the females in this club are banned from James Martin, number one, especially today. He was talking about knives. We've had conversations and you said to me what you would do with sledgehammers, hands like that round throats and fists like this, okay? Oh dear. So you're not allowed to watch James Martin about his knives. Okay, so welcome to Jenny to the group, guys. So we all know we've all got a little expertise. We know all different things, and who knows about computers and who knows about this and who knows about that and winemaking and everything. And Jenny's expertise is pickled onions, okay? So from the pickled onion to the jar, even to the bad breath, if you want to know anything about the pickled onions and stuff like that, and especially Christmas coming up, she's got all the hints and tips, all right? So there you go.
That'd be my worst nightmare.
There's also Pinocchio somewhere in the class, but I don't know where he is. Okay, guys, so we've got Wayne, Skip, Nicola, Cynthia, Annabelle, Maria, Jenny, Diane, me, Linda, just getting in, and I'll click a couple more as they come in. Being recorded, that's on that, and that's on that. Pressed all the buttons. Let's get going. Got some requests. Muted you all down. Fantastic. So all done. All right. I want to start with the spine, guys. Normally you think, okay, we ease everything down, stop doing stretches. I want to start with the spine. It might seem a bit weird. Then we're going to move into the rotation. And what I've been working on this week is how to get the spine working the same as if, or more or less near to, if I was working with you on a couch and doing a deep treatment. So what I want to do is bring the hands to here and together. It's a bit like isometrics at first. Don't worry about the rest of your posture. Just think standing tall. Now, take your hands over 45 degrees. Right, now this arm, going that way, I want to push that one against this one harder than it pushes back, if you know what I mean. So that's where the effort's coming from. Think of this shoulder and spine. Now push in. Now it's 10 seconds, go. And just push. Keep that pushing at 45-degree time. And relax. So ease it down, shake the hands out. So a little bit of isometrics to start to get out. Just go right down the spinal column. Bring the hands out again. And we move over to the other 45 degrees. Now feel that twist in the spine, the center of your spinal column. That's what we're aiming at there. Now push this hand against the other one now. There. So remember, never holding the breath. As Jenny turns purple and falls over on the floor, but never holding the breath, guys. Nice natural breathing. Relax that down. Good. Okay. And from there, last one of these. Bring the hands straight this way now on top of each other and move it down 45 degrees. And the hand at the bottom is going to be pushing upwards more than the hand going down. Okay, 10 seconds. Ready? Go. There. Now that's taking it round to the abdominal area, so the front part of the spine, if you like, how we just work the back. Relax that down, give it a shake out. Nothing like isometrics first thing in the morning, is there? Turn the hand back, one on top. You'll see why we've done this in a second. Ready? Pushing upwards now. There. And it's something new, isn't it? All this time we've been together, we're still getting new stuff going. 2, 1. Relax. Before we go any further, let's get our breaths in. We've done a little bit of isometrics. Might come back to the daily challenge later. Let's take the hands up and out. Think arcs and circles, gracefulness. Turn the hands up, breathe in. Exhale down to the heart. Elbow's going to be low. Thumbs above the sternum where your heart is. Squish the hands back out. Rotate the hands, palms facing the ceiling. Breathe in again. Again, it's gracefulness, arcs and circles, guys. I want to look fantastic and feel fantastic. This time, squish the hands out. Now reach for the walls. So 10 out of 10 is uncomfortable. We take it to 15 out of 10. That isn't pain. Reach out, rotate the hands now, and separate those fingers out. Easiest way, think of separating and opening the thumb up from the little finger. Big hand span. Now big breath in. Exhale down to the heart, elbow coming down low. Keep the thumbs put onto the sternum, nice and relaxed. Now think soft knees, think good posture, nice S shape in the spine, standing nice and tall. Take the hands to the side, palms facing me. We're going to break it down. Concrete trousers on, cannot move from the waist downwards, and gently start taking yourself left and right. Now I haven't put a clock on it. I'm not saying how many times we're going to do it. That way you just focus on taking your spine around. Now, the idea of the isometrics to start with, was we've already fired up that spinal column. So we should get an earlier increase in mobilization. Now take your concrete trousers off, put your skis on, and go to your instep and outstep and take it as far around as you can. And as long as you can feel a draft over the bare skin on your hands or your arms, that's the speed you want to go. No faster. If I've done 10 and you've done 4, it doesn't matter, it's all okay. Last one that side, bring it back, and last one that side, bring it back. I'm going to arc those hands down, hold the thumb, and we're going to rotate those shoulders forwards. And let's get the other Linda in. Rotate the shoulders forwards, and then back again. And that's the tingly feeling down the spine, guys. Saturday morning, lovely, like that one. That's our little good habit thing. Bring the fingers out, Mexican wave with the fingers. Rub the back of the wrists. And that is getting into the nervous system to give us nice, good focus and concentration. Let's put the imaginary strings in the ears. Yes, we have a request. Good stuff. So here we go. Hands to front, nice and relaxed. Big deep breath in. Exhale. And let the head tilt over any side you want to. Remember, the head's heaviest part of the body, 5 kilograms, mine's about half that because we're only one brain cell there. Control it, feel the stretch down the side of your neck and the scalenes deep in the top of the shoulder. Big deep breath in again. Exhale. Now imagine that nice warm knife going through butter. The butter has to be Cornish. And the head relaxes and goes over itself even more. 2 and a 1. Slowly bring that head back upwards. So I'm not saying breathe in, breathe out. You do your lateral thoracic breathing, looking at each other, breathe in. Exhale, and over we go with the side. So control the head going over. You will anyway. Nobody ever lets the head just flop over to one side. It'll hurt. That's why we don't do it. Feel the stretch down the side of the neck. You might have one side top more than the other. Breathe in. Could have been a bad sleeping position. Exhale. That's where the muscles relax. That's the big deep breath. That's our little secret that we know about. The breathing controls the body, relaxes us. 2 and a 1. And slowly bring that head back up again. Looking at each other. We're now going to get this rotation thing going again. Imagine you're in your car. Turn your head right or left and drop the chin over the shoulder. Then bring it back up, back round towards myself, round the other way. So many people can put their necks out when they're in a car by turning their head too quickly, look over the shoulder, but their muscles are not supple, they're not elasticated, they don't do anything like what we do. Bring it back around towards me, guys. Now we're going to switch off the rest of the body so the body stays nice and upright. The only part that's going to move is the vertebrae from the neck into the base of the skull. Big deep breath in. Exhale, and the chin comes down to the chest. Nice and slowly. And it feels a bit tight, doesn't it? Because you've got this defense thing where the muscles will not want to relax straight away, but that's what we want to happen. So let's breathe in. Exhale. There we go. You feel it straight away, don't you? Straight away, though, as soon as you breathe in, that oxygen goes straight to the tissues. Okay, big deep breath. Exhale, bring the head upwards, and we're going to pick our spot on the ceiling. So taking the head all the way back. Let you imagine your friend come in the room now and put that glass of water on your forehead. It's not going to spill. Look straight up. If you think it's going to spill, tell them to put some alcohol in it, and that definitely won't spill. Okay, the bottom jaw, push the bottom jaw forwards, trying to get it above the top jaw, and it makes your voice go funny, but look at the nice big stretch we've got down into the chest, relieving all of our tensions, feeling good. Big deep breath in. Exhale and bring the head back down, and we get back to our starting point. Hold the thumb and then rotate those shoulders again. I do 2 or 3 to the front and then to the rear. Good. So get here. Let's work it down through the body, shall we? We're going to break this one down. Now, this week we did a couple of classes where we whizzed it straight around a big stretch. We can do that because of how we do this on a Saturday morning. Pointy finger out, guys. Concrete suit on from the neck all the way down. Whites of the eyes, hand to here. So we keep looking at each other. Breathe in. Exhale and just take that arm around. First movement. There. Now look how far you get in your shoulder. Why is it we see people in parks with their elbow around their throat and they're turning purple? Big deep breath in. Exhale, turn the head, look at the pointy finger and rotate a little bit more. Your concrete jacket is off. Your trousers are still on until now. Breathe in. Exhale and take it all the way around. Put your skis on, get to the insteps and outsteps of those skis. Get all the way around. Pause and hold. Big deep breath in again. Exhale, now increase again. And you're aiming for your 15 out of 10. Still getting movement, still getting movement. 2 and a 1. Breathe in. Exhale and slowly unwind that one. And then big circles with those arms, guys. That's the shoulder, the top quadrant of the body, but right through the spine. And this is why this morning we kicked off with isometrics. I just wanted to get the spine in there to get it all ready and working. Other hand coming up then. Here we go. Pour your concrete. And my concrete suit this morning is bright green, by the way. So that's to that. I know you noticed. Hand to here. Big deep breath in. Exhale. And that's the first movement. Breaking it all down. And the more we do this, look at the movement you've got now compared to when we first started. Look how supple, elastication, fitness. Remember, we talk about that. People talk about power, speed, strength. They don't talk about elasticity of the tissues. Breathe in. Exhale, turn the head, look at that finger, take your concrete jacket off, and we get more rotation. I've got to get this one in, guys. You know I have dairy, lead, cheese, wedge shapes from the shoulders into the waistline. Concrete trousers off, breathe in. Exhale and take it round again. In steps to out steps, let the body swivel around, get to your 15 out of 10, hold. Breathe in. Exhale, round again, and keep that on, keep it working, millimetre by millimetre, or if you show off half inch by half inch. Big deep breath in. Exhale, and we slowly unwind that one. And then get that arm circling all the way around, and you can feel it working down through the body, can't we? There. Take my other way around to there. Fantastic. Shaking those hands out. Good stuff. Okay. Hands to the side, guys. We're going to break this one down as well. So bring it in steps together. Hands to the side. Now we've got to be thinking tall. Now, some people get caught into seeing leaning forwards on side bends. Gently, no teapot handles. Just lean it over. Till you feel a stretch in the waistline, don't go any further. I know we could go a lot further and short, but we don't need to do that. Bring it upwards and over the other side. Now look at that B for balance. That's working, isn't it? You can feel your feet twitching, but your beamers as well. So you've got a nice straight line down through the body. Bring that back upwards and bring the feet out now hip width apart. But I want you to bring your feet to like railway tracks. So they're nice and straight. Hands to the side, teapot handle this time. Breathe in. Exhale and over we go. So teapot hand, curving the hand, one of them, the short arm under the armpit to there, long arm down the side and hold. Just hold. Inhale. Exhale, come upwards. And we're going to go straight over to the other side. All the way over to there and done. And you can feel those bones and those ribs all joined together. We're getting them all working. Big deep breath in. Exhale. And we're slowly coming back up again. Now we're going to take those hands up and out, palms facing me. The double voice welcome one, guys. So from here, gently curve the hands back and lean back until you feel your engagement of your pecs. Top of your chest here. As soon as they start to get them working, don't go any further. Just hold that one. Now look at the ceilings, look at a certain point and rotate around to your left or right. I've gone to my right. Until you get to your maximum, that's my 15, you'll feel like just below your rib cage, where your ribs go into your spine, the bottom rib. Bring it back round to me, and back round the other way. So we've got to join our ankles and knees in at this point as well, because we haven't got concrete trousers on. That's my maximum. Bring it back round towards me. I need to reset this one, so we'll come back to standing position, but let's get a breath in. Turn the hands up and breathe in. And exhale down to the heart. Good. And we're going to arc those hands nicely down, shake them out. We're going to bring the hand back up again and bring the feet out semi-sumo, level with where your elbows are. Again, nice and straight. So quite a few requests for the spine today, so that's why we're joining all these together. Hands up and out, palms facing me to here. Okay, good. First off this time, rotate round to your right. Round we go. If I ever say right, guys, and you go left, don't worry. Just keep going. Don't jar it back. That's my maximum. And I'm bringing it back again. So we're getting a bit of Pilates, a little bit of yoga movement going on. And I stretch it at the same time. Back to the other side. Good focus. Nice. Capital P for posture. Bring it back around towards myself. Then arc the hands down to the side. Teapot handle coming up. Here we go. Breathe in. Exhale, and over we go. And we're building up to one we haven't done, I couldn't believe it, for over a month. Over we go there. Now look how long we're getting there now. Look at the stability, look at the balance. Some of you walk in a room and give us a kick in the backside, we wouldn't even notice. Breathe in, exhale, up we come. No pause, gently over the other side. So if you run out of air, just take a big deep breath again. Remember, anytime during a stretch you feel that that's a bit tight, do your own big deep breath in, hold for a second, release. Lateral thoracic breathing now. Big deep breath in, exhale, and up we come again. There, it's nice and relaxed. Working it all together, hands to the, see what we're doing this morning, hands to the hips. We're putting together a series of different common ones that we do to make a nice big common movement. Take it round there, guys. So circle those hips around. Now we can feel taking that down pelvic floor area, adductor area, all the origins and insertions of the muscles being worked. Again, I haven't put a clock on this, haven't said how many times. I want you to focus on the circles. Now take it back round the other way. There, that's good. I'll do two more. With one and a two. Good. Going to bring those feet out now. I'm aiming to get them underneath my hands, but I want you to be comfortable. So if your feet are way out, you're thinking, I'm going to fall over, we need to have you nice and comfortable. So that is my full sumo, and the feet are nice and straight still. Feel how that difference is. We're working the outside, the strongest muscles in our legs, the ones that work down the outside, guys. Take the hands to here and out. Double most welcome. Be careful with your balance. Bring the hips forwards. Lean back, pecs engaged, and pause and hold. Big deep breath in. Exhale, and now take it back further. Curve those hands back. This is where the imaginary friend comes into the room, puts the glass of water on the forehead, and hold that position there. Next exhalation, when we breathe out, scapulas come together, take the hands further to the rear. Breathe in. Exhale, and take them back. Look at that, opening up the front of the body. The scapulas come together, your shoulder blades, hands come. The hands will drop down slightly. Keep them curved to the rear. Big deep breath in. Exhale, and slowly bring that back up to a nice standing position to here. And arc those hands down, because I know how hard they're working. Hold the thumb and rotate them forwards. So we're working these adductors in here. Now they've got to work hard. They're being stretched. Now they've got to work hard for stability. Good thing to do the tissues while they're opened up. So it's going to take the hands now to our thighs first. Bit of a modified bicycle chain, guys. So follow me along. Breathe in. Exhale, chin to the chest. Keep the hands on the thighs and slide them down the imaginary crease you've got in your trousers. Down the front of the legs. Now my legs are going to go straight because of the position of the feet. I'm taking my fingertips to the top of my foot where it joins the ankle. There, and I'm holding. Watch your balance. Big gymnastic stretch this. Take the chin to the chest, look behind you. There. Now we're strengthening the lower back at the same time. We've now relaxed down those scapulas. Let the back round off. Think cat stretch. And you'll get your legs a bit straighter. Look at that, the spine loves it, doesn't it? Big deep breath in. Exhale, and slowly come back up. A little bit of pressure onto the front of the legs. With our feet being separated, the lower back is more protected. In fact, it's very well protected. Hands coming up, chest, chin off the chest, looking up. Hands coming up and out, palms facing me, and rotate around to your left. Round we go, and take it to your 15. Can you feel how much your flexibility is increasing? Bring it back round towards me as we work down the body, round back the other way. We're working fairly hard today as well. And bring it back round towards me. Hands coming down to the side. This is a big one, guys. Ready? Inhale. Teapot. Exhale. Small arm coming up, middle fingers up under the armpit, and rotate it all the way down. Get to your 15 and pause and hold. If your knees have to bend slightly, guys, it doesn't matter. It's all okay. Breathe in. Exhale, and I'm going to go a little bit further. Oh, that feels good. Can you guess what we're building up to? Breathe in. Exhale, slowly come back up. Pause at the midpoint. Breathe in. Exhale, and over we go again. Now remember, if I've breathed in and I've started moving, but you're still breathing in, number one, you've got lungs like Billy Whiz. And number 2, you make sure your lungs are full of air before you execute the movement. That's my maximum. I'm going to breathe in again. Exhale, and over I go. I know how hard they're working, guys. I know you've got the balance going on. I know where their feet are. We're nearly done with this one. Breathe in. Exhale, and up we come. Good. Hands to the hips and circle that around. Now feel the difference, how the knees work, how the legs work. The body is totally different. We've all got this thing going on with the stretching, how we do our Saturday morning stretches with stability and back round the other way and balance, moving our feet, being nice and stable and confident all the time, having good posture, core working and nice and strong. 2 and a 1, and very slowly, let's squish those feet in. Otherwise, we'll end up with the shopping trolley legs with being out to this. Give them a nice shake out, guys, like that one. So to get that reset position, because our feet have been out to the side, let's bring the feet, a little bit of Del Boy stance, get nice and balanced. Feet now are natural, not in railway tracks. Look at your right foot. I want you to step forward 3 times. Look where the big toe is and put the heel there. Once, twice, 3 times. Nice big stance. Hands back to the hips and take that around there. And that, from when we had that big stretch on your adductors and the inside of the core, this is now working the outside and getting everything nice and reset. Take it back around the other way. Also fantastic for your digestive system, guys. Around we go. There. This big empty cavity, we took everything out of it, certainly be empty. Working everything in there. 2 and 1. Pause. Going to slide that foot nicely back. Give everything a nice shake out. Anytime you want to, guys, think, oh, that was a tough, if you ever think that was a tough exercise, hold the thumb, rotate the shoulders, relax your back down. Bring the feet back to where they were. Other foot then, look at the toe, step forward 3. 1, 2, and a 3. Never just think, oh, that's about a 3, now take it out there. Then that way we all work the same percentage. Hands to the hips, and around we go. There. So we've got our lead hip to one to the front, and we focus on circling the butt, the bum, whatever we want to call it, taking that around. That's going to work everything. Take it back the other way. That big ball socket joint, biggest joint in the body. All nice and everything getting nice and lubricated, guys. All them joints, they're loving this sort of stuff. Round we go. 2. Last one is done there. And I'm going to slide that foot back. I'm going to shake it out. We're going to build this one up now, guys. I've got an itch on the left leg. I haven't bought a lottery ticket yet. Shall I rush away and do it now or wait? It's going to be a winning one because it's a bad itch. We haven't done this for over a month. I couldn't believe it. We're going to inflate the side of this chest here. You know why I forgot all about this? It's been a request, guys. Haven't done this for a while. Tug, what you do? Okay, I'll sort my life out. Bring the hands out now to a semi-sumo. I've left it till now because you're going to be super, super stable on the floor. Here we go. First movement. Freddie Mercury. Point that finger up. Big deep breath in. Try and touch the ceiling. Up we go. Try and touch the ceiling. Push up, push up, push up, push up. Normal breathing. Fantastic. And arc that back down again. Other hand coming up. Pointy finger. Breathe in. Exhale, pushing upwards. Nice, big, long stretch. Try and get that finger on the ceiling. If you've got long nails and you touch the ceiling, that's cheating. Exhale, bring that all the way down, arcing it down. Good stuff. Now, your long leg is going to find its own length. So let that adjust out when you get to the position, guys. Turn this foot that way. Take this hand up. And already, my leg here wants to go out to that side to know what's coming. So I'm going to take it out. Ready, breathe in. Exhale, and the first movement is that side bend. Curve it over, maintain the chest square onto each other, and curve the hand over, imaginary string at the fingertips. Big stretch, that's great, isn't it? We're liking that one. Follow me along now, breathe in. Exhale. Rotate the chest over, reach forwards, keep the long leg foot flat on the floor, both feet flat on the floor, and try and touch the wall ahead of me. Big deep breath in again. Exhale, the long leg comes to the instep, and I'm actually reaching forwards, trying to touch the wall. I know I won't because it's too far away. Big deep breath in. Exhale and reset. Nice arc. Think arcs and circles, nice and tall, guys, and hold that position. Then bring it all the way down and circle the arm around one way and then back around the other way. Good. Inflating all the lobes of our chest. Here we go. Back to Freddie Mercury. Big deep breath in. Exhale, push upwards. Then normal breathing. Let's take this straight to the full one. Breathe in. Exhale, Over we go, guys. Adductor stretch, curve the hand over, reaching out, long leg to the instep, normal breathing, big deep breath in, exhale, reach forwards, reach forwards, reach forwards. Lateral thoracic breathing, and just gently come back up. Nice big arc, nice and tall. Try and get the finger to where it is on the mat with Freddie Mercury, and then bring it all the way down. And know how the shoulders feel, okay? Bring that foot nice and straight. Let's relax it down, bring those feet back in again, and shake everything out. Good, rotate shoulder. Now, the one we've just been stretching, this shoulder feels totally different to that one, working hard. Let's balance that off. Bringing the feet out to my sumo. This foot's going to face that way. Again, breaking it down. First movement, pointy finger, Freddie Mercury, this position. Breathe in. Exhale, push that thing towards ceiling. Nice and tall. Good. Now inhale. Curve the hand over, and this position first off to there. Fantastic. Good. Well done, guys. You look like an expensive video. Breathe in. Exhale. Rotate the chest around. Reach forwards. Long leg to the instep, and over we go. Reaching forwards. Breathe in. Exhale. Arcs and circles, bringing it all the way back up to there, and then all the way back down. Circle the arm around one way, and then the other. Then back to our Freddie Mercury, and this time the full Monty all the way around. Breathe in. One arm. Exhale, chest coming over, rolling it round towards the floor, reaching forward, long leg to the instep. That's the position there. Keep reaching, keep working. Feel the stability. Big deep breath in. Exhale, and we slowly come back up. Then arc it all the way down. Squish those feet back in, come to a standing position, and gently shake everything out. Let's get a breath in before we move on, guys, to our piriformis. Take the hands up and out, turn them up and breathe in. So last week was a super relaxed all the way through. This session this week, we've worked it a bit harder. Arc those hands nicely down. So you've got if you forgot your belt, you've got 3 or 4 seconds. Okay, just normal a belt, which is what I'm going to be needing. I'll adjust my camera. Now this is also, if on this one, most of you know this, when I talk it through, you know exactly the positions you've got to be in. If you're not, ask for the recording and you can slowly go through, watch it again, all right? We're going to lie down, guys. Lower back, piriformis, all the muscles that join our legs onto our body. That's the fire brigade getting ready. So we're going to lie down on the back, get nice and comfortable. Yes, and I'm on the screen. I'll get 45 degrees, so if you have to turn, you can probably see me. I'll do my right leg first. So knees facing the ceiling, gap between the knees of fists, feet flat on the floor. Nice spine alignment, nice and straight. Going to bring my right leg and cross it onto my left there. Good. Let's go. Here we go. So I've got the belt and I've made a loop with the belt. And I've made it tiny because that's going to go around the foot. There. Good. Now, if any of you run anything, I haven't got a belt, you put your hands onto your feet and do a piriformis stretch. Sometimes how we do it the old-fashioned way. The belt, however, so arms are nice and straight above my head now. Inhale, exhale, and pull that belt and move the foot up the body. Then the outside of that knee, and move it down. So you're trying to get your shin in a cross shape across your spine, if you like. You haven't got your belt, guys. Your hands can be on your ankle and you're pulling that upwards. Big deep breath in. Exhale and increase again. Why are we increasing again? We've done it quite a few times now. There. Now I hold that and try and rotate this knee downwards. Get rotation in the ball socket joint in your piriformis area. Feels good. 2, 1, and we relax the foot back down onto the leg. Good. Good breathing all the way through. Okay, next angle. Going to take the belt, hands above the head again, and I'm going to pull it upwards and then down towards my forehead. Ready? Breathe in. Exhale, pulling straight ahead, keeping the arms straight, and then pull down towards the forehead. Change the angle. The elbows will bend, and feel how that rotates that leg a bit more. Now, in your maximum, try and push that knee downwards. the outside of the knee. More, if there's a bit of string on there being pulled down, keep pulling towards the forehead. I know it's hard work. 2 and a 1, and relax and place that foot back onto the knee. Fantastic. Holding that one there. Okay, let's take that belt, the belt loop off that foot, place it onto the floor. And as you do that, it's going to feel super light in the hip area. Cross the left leg now over the right. I'm going to place the belt loop onto the foot. There. Remember, the belt is used, this gives us max. It gets you to use all the upper body strength in a controlled way with minimum effort, actually. Less energy used to get increase a maximum stretch. Hands straight above the head, keeping them long. Breathe in, exhale, and then pull. So moving the hands in the arc above the head, the ankle comes towards the head. Outside of that knee now, push it away from you, and you'll feel a big rotation in the hip area. That opens the hip up, gets the pelvic floor going, and it feels fantastic. All around the glutes. Maximus, medius, minimus, all working super hard. 2, 1, relax that back down again. Good, so when we pull the belt, that's number 1. The other big important part of this session is moving that knee outwards, and you'll feel that give because we've been working through that area all the way through, building up to this exercise, guys. Here we go, breathe in, exhale, pull the belt again, getting across the body, then move the hands as if you're pulling down towards your forehead. We change the angle, then swivel the hip and move that knee outwards, and you get a big cross across the body. There. So the shin is going straight across. That's what we're aiming for. 2 and a 1. Relax that back down, place that foot back onto the leg and take the belt off the foot. You can do a nickel now and get rid of the belt and place it down to one side. Place that foot onto the floor and look how light those hips are feeling. All right, both hands onto the floor. It's a hip bridge, guys. So breathe in, exhale and raise those hips off the floor. Push them up all the way. Oh, they're loving that one. Now feel how the thighs are working, all the quads. The glutes are going to squeeze nice and tight. That's good. The core's working to hold us there. Breathe in, exhale and push a bit more. Try and get a bit more. I bet you get a bit more height than you all look at that you have. 2, 1, breathe in, exhale and bring the back down to the floor, one segment at a time through the spinal column, nice and flat. Then a pelvic tilt. So take one of your hands and feel for the gap under the small of your back. When you've got the gap there, your spine is in neutral. So we're liking that one. This time we're going to join in the hands. Talk you through it, guys. Hip bridge, hands coming up over the head same time. Breathe in, exhale, hips coming up, hands coming off the floor. Get the hips nice and high. Now your head will slide along the floor. Back of the hands to the floor, I've got touch down now. Hips are maximum now. And hold. Good, breathe in. Exhale and push the hands away from the head on the floor. Slide them long. Feel a big stretch. That's from your fingertips right down through the thighs. Feel that one? Good. Breathe in. Exhale and recover. Hands coming off the floor. Spine coming down to the floor, one segment at a time. The lower back's on the floor. Palms of the hands on the floor now. And the pelvic tilt. Little gap under the back, just check it's there, and it is. Feeling good. 3, 2, and a 1. Let's come to a nice sitting position, guys, in your own time. Up we come. There. Oh, and you're all still there. Sometimes, I think I'm going to sit up in this. You'll all be sitting there having a cup of tea watching me. All right. Good. So I know that one can be, I know a lot of you have done that piriformis one before. I don't mind talking you through it one-on-one if I have to, taking that leg around. Doesn't that feel good up there? Let's carry that on, guys. Let's bring those insteps together, hands to the insteps and pull them upwards to there. I know if people like the lotus position, you know what, the most painful sitting position I've ever tried to be in is lotus. I know it's modified, it works, guys. Pull the heels in, nice S shape in that spine, and look up if you're posh, remember, to your coving. If you're not posh, you're looking at your cobwebs in the corner of the room. because you haven't got your cove in there looking good. There, big deep breath in. Exhale. Now keep applying pressure to the feet and try and pull the heels a bit further in and hold. Inhale, elbows inside of the legs. Exhale and gently push downwards. There. If you can feel this one, it was a request. I'm not going to give you any names. Breathe in. Exhale, gently push down again. We've worked this one, guys, a lot. 2, 1, relax. Let's bring those legs nice and straight to there. Good. Nice S shape in the spine. Have you noticed, now we're doing these, you don't get that feeling of you're going to fall backwards and lose balance anymore when you bring the feet in, how much you're bringing them up. Hips are looking good. Okay, here we go. Hands to here. Gently pull those toes up towards the shins, no more than 15. Big deep breath in. Exhale, and I'm looking at my toes one at a time, and I'm moving forwards. Middle, now get your fingers touch your toes. If your knees have to bend, it doesn't matter. Too many people think, oh, you can't reach. Everyone can reach your toes. Bend your knees and it'll happen. Big deep breath in. Exhale, slide forwards again. My toes are middle of my hands, fingers on the soles of my feet, normal breathing, and I'm gently pulling the toes towards the shins. Now look down to the floor. That de-stresses the neck, and the spine likes it as well. Now just hold that, don't reach forwards. Big deep breath in. Exhale, and for those of you whose legs aren't straight on the floor, just think about the back of the knees coming down, and you'll get some movement. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, sliding forwards. That's my maximum. Hands on the sole of the feet, gently pulling the feet, lateral thoracic breathing, and holding it there for 3, and 2, and 1. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly relaxing, coming back upwards to here. I'm going to sneak in quickly and press this button. Yeah. Anybody think I planned this, guys? Okay, good stuff. I'll keep doing these classes till I get it right. Brilliant. Hands to here, the most important part, because you all deserve it. Some people have had an extra tough week this week because we've been talking, all right? And in the past we all have, haven't we? Stay safe. Have a great and fantastic, what a start to a weekend. You deserve this, guys. Big clap. 1, 2, 3, go, yes. Brilliant. Thank you for the requests and everything. Now I'll be walking around like this all day. Okay. Good stuff. Thank you for your time, guys. That's good.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
Bye. Bye, Jenny.
Bye, Jenny. Well done.
Oh, thank you very much. That was lovely. Yeah, you're right, BB.
Yes, Han, you're okay.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah.
We're going to send you the link as well, so you can do some more if you need to.
Oh, bless you. That was really good, actually. That's so good because you talked through it so well. Like a lot of class leaders don't give you the details, so I find it really difficult, but you talked to it really well.
Jenny, just before I go, if there is anything you weren't sure of, you needed a quick Zoom one-on-one, all you've got to do is say, and I can talk you through them. I've done it with all the guys. You can do it yourself, all right?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no,
Catch you later, all right?
Yeah, hope to see you soon, BB.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, see you.
Bye, and stay safe.